and Mohbad's case is almost rounding up, assumably. We'll keep you up to date so that you know exactly what is going on. If you've been following this program or if you've been following Baba Mohbad's program online, in fact, we can't bring everything online because there's so much going on, especially on TikTok. If you're someone who, listens to TikTok and that side of TikTok, you will know that to carry everything that is happening in Mohbad case there is like you're carrying the whole section of that TikTok. But of course, we'll bring you the ones, especially the ones said by the main parties, who have been involved in this case. So, as we know, Baba and his followers have been giving themselves goes online. The Baba told them they will use air to carry Ekpe if they do not let him rest. And his supporters have given him goes back, like, oh, now you can tell us that we'll use air to carry Ekpe when we've been on your side, collecting donations from you, helping you to champion your cause for 2 years. And now we don't know what to do again, or we are no longer valuable to you. So it's been so messy. So in the light of that, maybe Baba now realizing the weight of how he dismissed them and how he dragged them, he has come back online. Not just to apologize, but also to tell them that the position he's in right now, he needs money. Nigerians, diasporans, non-Nigerians, Baba is calling on you to please attend to this problem that he has. That yes, the court has granted them the go ahead to do the DNA test in Nigeria and abroad, because that was part of the conditions that was laid down. Now, the truth of the matter is, for those who are in the medical circle who can, maybe throw more light, DNA test, of course, there are DNA centers in Nigeria, but maybe for those who want to do it, they don't need to travel over there to abroad to do it. Samples, of course, can be sent abroad. When done, they will send back to Nigeria. But hey, according to what Baba says, they need money. So we are going to listen to his Baba's exact words. What do they need the money for? Why is he asking the public again for money? What accountability have been done with all the money that has been raised over the couple of months? Because honestly, people have been donating. The GoFundMe we heard about, that's when the first fight started, and people were saying, Baba, what account for Woyi? Elo left soften lawyer. But everything scatter, and his Access Bank account reportedly don't scatter. So let's listen to what Baba's words were, then we'll come back for bits and bits of explanations.
Èmi tún rọ̀ wá má fetí ọ̀tẹ̀ gbọ́n tí mo sọ ọ̀rọ̀ pé kí ni wọ́n lè ṣe ipa wo ló fẹ́ kó nínú DNA yìí. Anyone that have interest, it should come near me. Mi ò lè dá ṣe. Wọ́n ti fi ọ̀tẹ̀ ìlú ká lọ ṣe lókè òkun. Ó lè dá ká lè rí good result. Ìmọ̀ máa bí àmì léèrè pé kí làwọn èèyàn fẹ́ gbà. Ohun tí wọ́n fẹ́ gbà ni pé ayọ̀ àwọn èèyàn ni pé at the end Olúwa ṣẹ́gun àgbàjọ sísì yìí. Ọ̀rọ̀ inú mi rántí great drama. Ó ní most of the time tí òun bá ti ń gbọ́ ìròyìn tí ò bá ń lẹ́jẹ̀ mú lórí justice for Mohbad, ó ní òun ò kí ń lè jẹun, ó ní àwọn ọmọ wa gba fóònù lọ́wọ́ òun. Wọ́n á dẹ̀ tún máa sunkún pé bọ́ọ̀lù bàbá yìí fẹ́ dúró báyìí. Àwọn abiyamọ nìyẹn. Àwọn ló mọ̀ wípé ohun tí bàbá yìí ń pass through kò lè dá ṣe. Thank you. Àwọn kan sọ ní comment section pé carry very down alone. Exactly.
So this is Baba explaining that, there's one grandma, maybe his own grandma or whoever is referring to, who pities him that, Baba, this weight you're carrying is too much. How would you go about all of this to achieve your objective? Then he got to the point where he's saying that VDM, people are suggesting to him, it was a live session, and people were suggesting to him to say, invite VDM over in this fundraising. Since all your supporters don't knock you akpako, and you self don't knock them akpako, as in I don't scatter, you know, all the groups that he belongs to, all the supporters group that he's always been known with, they've all fallen apart. So, and he's begging them now. And those ones are saying, Baba, UK, you're begging us now because you need money. Days ago, you were, you gave us water. Now it's time for you to do that DNA, and there's nowhere you're running to because the court has granted application and everything is all set and rolling. There's no hiding place. No, I don't want to mention his groups right now. No group of his is willing to stand with him anymore. So now people are suggesting to say, Baba, elope VDM, so that people can stand up and help you. Let's keep listening.
Bí o ṣe message mi, màá message ẹ̀ náà pé ohun tí àwọn èèyàn wọ̀nyí sọ nìyí, which I'm ready. Ẹnìkan ò gbọ́n tán. Gbogbo àwọn ènìyàn tó dúró tì mí ní oníkálukú ní iṣẹ́ tó ń ṣe. Gbogbo kọ́kọ́ ní owó. Ẹlòmíì ò ní owó ṣùgbọ́n ó fi mí wọn ẹni tí ó ní owó tó lè ṣe mí láàánú. Nítorí tí wọ́n mọ̀ pé kò sí ẹni tí ò wúlò lórí ohun tí a fẹ́ ṣe. Wọ́n ti fail gbogbo Nàìjíríà lórí autopsy. Àti gbọ́dọ̀ lajúlẹ̀ kí eléyìí tá a fẹ́ ṣe.
So according to Baba, he said they failed Nigerians. I don't know who the they are. Is he referring to the government? But according to him, that they failed all Nigerians as regards the autopsy. Now, if you recall, there were two autopsies that were done. The first one was the one done by the government that lingered for several months. I think for almost 4 or 5 months after Mohbad passed. We're still awaiting the result of the autopsy. And when it came out, it says inconclusive. And the documents are online if you want to check, it was explained from his head to the chest to the down to this, in stages. And the long and short was that, inconclusive. Let's put it like that. So Baba disagreed with that and said, and people were like, how can an autopsy be inconclusive? Autopsies are done for people who don't buy for a long time. And of course, to come up with something. Well, Baba decided to go ahead, pleaded for more donations. He got more donations and he got a pathologist and they went ahead to do the autopsy. So when they did, not far later on, the results came out and said exactly the same thing that the government pathologist said, giving the outcome as inconclusive. And people are like, what is going on? The government pathologist is saying the same thing. Baba's private pathologist is saying the same thing. What could be going on? Waiting they stop, waiting they play. To him, he's saying that they don't play us, in quotes, as regards the autopsy. And he doesn't want the same thing to happen for the DNA. Let's keep listening.
I'm pleading to every one of you, to everyone that stand by me concerning this DNA. This is the time that I need you most. You have been trying since, but this is towards end. But some people are misled. They misinterpret this DNA. Some people say, it's because you wanted to collect his son royalty. That is the reason it was focused on DNA and leave the death of Mohbad. Let me tell you this. When we did the DNA, when the result of that DNA is okay by us, let me tell you, there is two things that's going to come out from there. We are looking for the death of Mohbad. It's one of the narrowest angles that we wanted to search. maybe that death can be hiding into DNA, and you don't know.
As you've heard Baba said, that maybe the pie of Mohbad is hidden in the DNA. Baba, I like the fact that you use the word maybe. For the first time, you are using a maybe as regards DNA. Before now, you've not used the word maybe when it comes to DNA before. You were always so sure, you've always asserted, and you've always said, without missing words, that Liam is not Mohbad's son. You quoted when he was giving birth to, and you requested for the placenta, and the placenta was not given to you, that it was given to whoever Liam's father is. You said you did not name in Liam, that you wanted to give him a name called Victor, but they did not allow you to give him the name to be given. According to Mohbad, when she had an interview with Punch, Mohbad said, what caused the quarrel between you and Wunmi? Because you guys are very close. You are even the one that took Wunmi for spiritual cleansing and prayers on the mountain and fasting, that she has to get pregnant for your son, which we saw both of you in Sutana, one select Sutana, one short video like this that is still online for those who care to know. And you said, what other thing did you say? Mohbad said, when they had the baby, you wanted to do the Ikomo in your place in Ikorodu. And Mohbad insisted that he wants to do it, he wants to name his child in his house. And you still insisted that, okay, you still want to do your own part 2 in Ikorodu, that he should be giving money. And Mohbad said no, that whatever he does is in his house is okay for his child's christening, not for you to go to Ikorodu. So that was, according to Mohbad, that was what made you and Cynthia fall apart. That later, after begging, Mohbad released 250,000 to you, and you used it for that place. So those are the things. You went on various TV stations saying that child is a bastard. Should I name all the stations you went to? Apart from your regular TikTok videos you do, you've been to Imomo TV, you've been to TVC, Your View, you've been to Arai TV, you've been to AIT, you've been to Alaroye, you've been to Leo Gaga's program, so many programs. And you never said maybe, Baba. If this maybe that is coming out of your mouth was your stand from the beginning to say, okay, Liam might be or may not be, you would not throw that boy and his mama to the mouth of Kineun. You won't do that. You would take a neutral stand. You were very indifferent. You didn't give a hoot about whatever. You were not concerned. I'm yet to see a grandfather that will be putting his daughter-in-law and son-in-law for people to be yama. Even to someone who is not related to you, and you just know them, and you're seeing that kind of thing, you will stand in the gap as a balag, but say, no, let us find out first. Do you want to eat all these words that you've spoken? You cannot find all those evidences of Liam calling him a BASTARD. I don't want to use that word expressly. You can't take those words back. Thank you for joining, Madam Afolake Alao. You said everything is always financed by public. Me, I'm tired. No donation from Baba again. Oh, yes. We've been saying it from the beginning. If a 26-year-old can pass away was buried the next day, and people went to the house to commiserate with him, to condole him, and he's saying into the camera that ẹ wo létí bàbá star ń gbé, ẹ wo létí mò ń gbé, ẹ ọmọ àwọn fóun ọmọ òun Mohbad fóun ju 200,000 lọ at once rí. And we mentioned that part from the beginning. But no, that's how they grieve in the akini kan. Enfi empon jembela kisa. Has it not blown in people's faces now? Did they not see? How can a father throw his son under the bus less than 24 hours after you buy? What kind of fatherhood is that? What kind of fatherhood is that? Even if Mohbad has never given you 5,000 naira before, for crying out loud, saying that at that time, that was the highest level of wickedness. So all your followers that are crying up and down now, who are they? He sees you threw your own son under the bus 24 hours after his spy. So who are they crying that they stood by you? Oh, you have not caused them to say gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń sọ pé tẹ́ ń ní òun lára tẹ́ ń bó òun ẹ máa forí gbèpè. Kí ló wá ń dùn yín bẹ́ẹ̀ sìn? Kò yẹ kó dùn yín náà. Ẹni tó sọ ọmọ tiẹ̀ tó kú under the bus, ọmọ tó fún ní fame, ó kú ti sọ pé òun ti gba fame òun padà. Ọmọ tó ń torí ẹ̀ gba donation, ó throw under the bus. Ìyàwó tó bímọ fún káṣá ní ex-wife tó tún fẹ́ fẹ́ra wọn padà, ìyá Mohbad, ó throw under the bus. Àdúrà tó jẹ́ àbúrò Mohbad náà, ó throw under the bus. So who is everybody else? Baba cannot throw under the bus. And I never know anything. Now go learn. Let's keep listening to him.
Remember, when my lawyer was making a suggestion of do DNA, and the judge said they are not for that they are looking for the findings of the death of Mohbad. And my lawyer said, when you're looking for the death of this boy, you should look for any oaths, any angle. If not because of his comment on that day, they would have not grant DNA. That is where the DNA come up. So don't think of saying you wanted to know the paternity alone and forget about the death of Mohbad. But I'm telling you this, it's not for the paternity alone. We are still searching for the death of Mohbad. I'm not relenting. I need your support. I want you to be encourage me as a father, because I'm standing as a father. When Mohbad was alive, I didn't disappoint him. Yes, I can bold and say that. Gbogbo tí mo ní ni mo fi tọ́jú Mohbad. So tó bá wá ṣe báyìí tí bá wá wá, ẹ mọ̀ pé ó nídìí kan náà. Now, with this your question, at least my son is alive when I attended Very Dark Man show the other time. Nobody can say I should not go to Very Dark Man. Even Sashishu was encouraging me that I should not close the mouth. A closing mouth is a closing destiny. So, that is the reason you see me outside going from one platform to another. And I'm still repeating it, I'm still doing it. So at the same time, some people are asking me some question, said, why you not go to Berekete? Berekete have disowned you. There's nothing like that. Nothing like that. Eddie, I can still go for more relevance, because I could remember this ordinary president, Ahmed, ordinary president, respect. He did a lot. He used his platform to call the authority concerning this death. If not because of Berekete, Shebi, we still have a fake result. You will have not have anything. They have wasted almost 4 months plus without doing anything. Before this man come up and call the authority live on radio, they not promise us. Whenever I reach there, they used to accept me. So I'm not scared of going there.
Okay, that's a bit he said about Brekete. And he said that also when he had a TikTok live some days ago, when people were saying, Baba, why did you run away from Brekete? We keep asking you, what was the last thing? Why have you been away from Brekete for over 6 months? What's going on? Brekete made a promise then, the last time you went, that, Baba, we know you're going through a lot, right? Do not take any donation from anyone again. Whichever one you've taken before is fine, but henceforth, any bill you incur injustice for Mohbad, he will solely take care of it. In fact, a lot of good-natured Nigerians, they were clapping to be happy. At least everybody knows Baba is not rich. He's just managing. Like he will always call himself, he's an ordinary carpenter. So if somebody is now telling him on national TV, somebody of, let me use the common words, somebody of T and caliber, telling him that, Baba, Emma worry, mama son. We thought, okay, at least this man will be relieved. But you know what? The next day, Baba Shekini, Baba Gbera, he left Abuja back to Lagos. And since then, whenever they ask him about Bekete, he doesn't say anything until the video he did before this one, where he now said, it's because Abuja is very far and the case is taking place in Lagos. Baba, Bekete now got upset, heard what you said, because somebody asked him in his program 2 days ago to say, why did Bekete, ordinary president, why did you leave the case of Mohbad? The man got upset and said, which animal is that one asking him question? That has anybody done what he did in this line of justice for Mohbad? That he called the Inspector General of Police, called the Commissioner of Police in Lagos State, called the Kiniko, and he did on a live program when Baba went at that time. That do people know the amount of money he spent on Baba Mohbad with the trip he made to Abuja? You know, all those kind of things. The man was upset. He said, when they carried the case off his table and went to meet bloggers, what was he supposed to do? So, like I normally say, Baba fear of for year when you're Lara gone. In this your case of your son. Men of timber and caliber. Your matter made people why talk similar online. Should we start from Falana? Baba kò sí ní tán fi àwọn bloggers yìí kò sí ní tán fi bá yẹn wé tán. There was a time Falana's chamber wrote a letter and said that for you saying that Baba was compromised, bribe, go and check it on YouTube or Facebook. Go and put it in the search bar. You also said, nah, you can't say that. So, but also for you, Falana á sue yín títí kan generation yín 100. Dẹ̀ ní ìsanwó yẹn tán, máa san fáwọn ìrandíran bàbá ni. Àwọn bàbá tó kàwé tó lọ́gbọ́n orí, tán níyàwó ńlé, tán fi ìyàwó wọn ta kite. Táwọn ọmọ wọn ṣoríire, tán ràgà bo ọmọ wọn. Nígbà tí Falz kọrin kan gbà yẹn tó fi bú àwọn ìjọba. Tí àwọn kan sọ pé àwọn fẹ́ rọjú mọ́ ọmọ wọn, tí bàbá yẹn sọ pé wọn ò bí yín kú rí. Wọn ò bí yín kú rí. Ó yẹ làwọn kóhùn rí kọ́lọ́pàá kan súnmọ́ ọmọ òun. Àwọn bàbá tó máa ràgà bo ọmọ nìyẹn. Nígbà tọmọ tí ń wà láyé, Naira Marley mọ́mọ yín, ó bẹ́ gbogbo ara ẹ̀. Tọmọ ń ṣe fídíò lẹ́ẹ̀mẹ́wàá kí wọ́n ti fẹ́ náà ń pa o, wọ́n ti fẹ́ ṣe òun léṣe. Lọ́bẹ̀kẹ́ lọ forí gbálẹ̀ níwájú ilé Naira Marley gbà yẹn. Lọ́bẹ̀kẹ́ máa yí ilẹ̀kẹ́ bọ́ṣọ síbẹ̀ kọ́ ní bàbá kí ló ṣe yín kẹ́ni. Tí n bá tún rí ẹ tó fọ́ ọkàn mọ́ mi, orí òkè kíní kan ni mo ti rọrùn àrà sí ẹ. Lọ fi lágídí ìlú yín gbà yẹn. Ẹ má jẹ́ embarrass àwọn aráàlú yín, aráàlú èèyàn gidi ni wọ́n. Ẹlẹ́mọ̀ bí tẹ́ ti gbá gidi poverty yín jáde. Even parents, young parents, husband and wife that just got married, that have their maybe first child, maybe the child is a toddler, 3 or 4 year old. Kọ́mọ yẹn wá lọ síbi kàwé kéèyàn kan gbé dání, kó wá rí wound lára ẹ̀. Ìyá ẹ̀ máa fẹ́ di wèrè síbẹ̀ ni. Lórí toddler nìkan nìyẹn o pé kí ló dé tẹ ọmọ òun tápá ṣe sára ọmọ báyìí. Ọkùnrin mi tó jábí amọ gan, á fẹ́ lè fi ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ tú eyín ẹni tó bá gbọ́mọ yẹn dání tọmọ yẹn fi ṣèṣe. Gbogbo yẹn ṣẹlẹ̀ ńgbà yẹn, fídíò kan ṣẹlẹ̀ ẹnu ọrùn báyìí níbi ẹnu ọ̀nà ẹnu ọrùn tẹ́ wo Mohbad tó ń fi gbogbo ara tán ti lù bẹ́. ẹ nọrùn. Ìgbà yẹn kọ́ ló yẹ kẹ́ ti ṣí wèrè, kẹ́ ti ṣágídí orí yín lẹ̀, ẹ̀ ṣí sílẹ̀. Ó wá sóde tán wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ fún donation. Ṣé wọn pa àwọn kan wọn ò ní nǹkan tó fẹ́ fowó ṣe. They are waiting for you. They know you are going to come and they have made a year of you very well. I don't want to mention one of your bloggers whose name starts with T that just got married. She fún yín jẹ lẹ́ni dáadáa. Àti post díẹ̀ nu fídíò yẹn some hours ago lórí channel ìyẹn ti fún yín jẹ. Ó ní gbogbo obìnrin àdúgbò yín lẹ̀ knack. Follower yín ló sọ bẹ́ẹ̀, àkọ́lá sọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Àwọn tí ò bá ti gbọ́ lẹ́nu wọn, ẹ lọ sí 1 or 2 videos before this one on our channel, you see it there. Ẹ jẹ́ ká continue láti máa listen sí bàbá.
But the problem that is there is this. The case of Mohbad is in Lagos. And this ordinary president radio is in Abuja. It's not convenient. But he can see opportunity of going there, most especially this time. For him to see put effort onto it. Here we go. Listen, my friend. Once more, I really appreciate Brekete family, which I'm one of their family there. Now, let me, Brekete and very dark man. Yes, they try for me, and I'm saying and I promise the whole world that if the opportunity of being in Abuja came, I will still go. That is where the voice of people will come out. If not because of people that are talking about this date, they will have forgot everything. Recently, I go to Abuja for more investigation. I present my documents. I file everything there. I was expecting the authority to call Lagos. Since then, we are still waiting. We are still waiting. So that is the reason I'm saying this. Because I'm fed up. Right now, if we have any idea of what is the next thing for us to do, you can DM me. Talk to me.
Baba, you cannot be fed up. Oh. After all those millions of naira that were donated to you, you cannot be fed up, Baba. You've gotten your glory back. Now your mouth to use talk am. So you cannot be fed up. Your followers give you bats. You say you gave them boosts. Now you're begging them that you're sorry that they should come back. And they don't tell you, say, now all of them you serve breakfast one by one. There was one that came to Nigeria, one beautiful woman like that came to Nigeria. One of the bloggers who got involved in your case. She came to Nigeria, you went to her house. I think it was a Sunday morning. You chop yam and egg. But just the woman was almost crying online, enjoying. She was almost crying online. You did that one. You did for Clinical Thinkers recently. Now you're not bought at all for Inje. You're now saying those ones you don't want to do account of money. Your best blogger that will come online and shake pay for both the residents, the governor, the Oba Olegushi, to the commissioner of police, to Yabo Ojo, to Tonto Dike, to shake pay fún gbogbo wọn. Ìyẹn náà ti tutọ́ sí yín lójú. Ó lẹ̀ kí n ṣèyàn gidi. Mo manage àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ tó lò fún yín ni. Tí má ní kí n lo àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn fún yín, ṣùgbọ́n kò need. Àwọn tẹjọ jẹ lórí ewé, tẹjọ mu lórí ewé, wọ́n ti tú àṣírí yín síta. Gbogbo voice yín lọ ti fọ́n ká. Baba was saying it with his mouth to Arifa, and that one now captured in a voice note saying, when you said you don't need a lawyer, the lawyer cannot even do anything in this case. So, and yet you are collecting millions of naira for donations, saying you are paying lawyer. Baba, let's continue to listen to it. It's almost over.
But I won't accept any phone call for now, because I've experienced a lot of fucking people recording my voice, playing there, say what Baba did.
Did you hear? Baba asked that anybody that has suggestion for him, he doesn't know what to do, they should send him DM, but nobody should call him. Because he has learned from experience that when people call him, they record his voice and they now send it online. The recent one being the Arifa one that I just spoke about.
And some of them, I have to tell them that don't play my voice, but none of them will listen. And nítorí àwíjàre kí tó tán lẹ́nu. I love you all. I love every one of you. You are fighting for justice. And I'm assure you, by the grace of God, the justice must prevail. Lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí mo rọ̀ wá, ẹ jẹ́ kí a fi mọ̀ ṣọ̀kan ní àkókò yìí. Ẹ sọ fẹ́ni tó ń bínú pé bàbá, ó sọ pé ẹ má bínú o. Àwọn tó ń bára wọn jà, àdè múra wá rí o. Ẹ jẹ́ ká parapọ̀. Mo jí ẹ̀kọ́kọ́ tó pé ní níbẹ̀ ẹnikẹ́ni lórúkọ jẹ́. No. Torí pé mo wá justice. Like ẹni tó pe rẹ̀ lábúrò mi, wòlíì mi. Kí wá gbé orúkọ ẹ̀ rí. No. Ṣùgbọ́n láti ṣe àtúnṣe, láti ronú wò lẹ́ẹ̀mejì. Iṣẹ́ ohun tí mo ń ṣe ìṣó da ṣá. Tí mo dẹ̀ gbé kíní yóò rí. Ẹni tó lọ ń fira ẹ̀wọ̀n pé èmi mo rán láì ran ohun tó fẹ́.
Okay, so now don't hear from Baba's mouth. You know, this was quite insightful. Begging his followers, pé kó má bínú, kó dáríjì òun, tó bá ní suggestions kan wá, àwọn yẹn dẹ̀ sí ní Baba, you don't use us, you don't dump us, like you use the sanitary something. Say they no go here again. Now all of them, now you don't serve breakfast. Now they are crying, they are fighting each other and everything. Baba, you've always lacked leadership skills from the first day we saw you on video. That was not a stand the father should take. Whatever your followers want to do, people are still using their hand to be rubbing your head. Come on, for all boring, lo tayi ọ̀tá yín tó máa fi tapa o. Àtàwọn ọmọ tó kù, wọ́n ti gbé wọn láyé lọ́wọ́. Àwọn ọmọ. Okay, ṣé you want to use another person's ọmọ to do ọmọ ni? I don't understand. Even some men, whatever happens between them and their wives, they will never tó bá ti ń bára wọn fa, tó ń bára wọn wọ, pé bóyá pera wọn fúnra wọn lépè. It's not to come outside the way you threw that woman for your bloggers. You mentioned how one Ali, one Mr. Tunde, that you saw her leaving one Mr. Tunde's house. They knock each other. And that's the center of your house. There are some things you do not say. Yes, even if it's true. Your own son, your late son, Mohbad, protected you. Even yourself, you said it. When Mohbad died, for the first 24 hours, we didn't know that Mohbad still had a mother. And the mother came out and cried on TV then, when they went to the house. She said yes, that her son was always protecting them, that he didn't want them to be out there because the boy was going through shege promax. As little as the boy could do, he protected you guys. Ẹ mọ̀ nǹkan tọ́mọ ọlọ́mọ ti lọ kojú bọ̀. Ọmọ ti wọnú ayé lọ o, ọmọ pásítọ̀ ti wọnú ayé lọ. Òun ti smoke bàǹkú. Òun ti ṣe yahoo. You are now saying he hasn't given you money. And this is where Superstar's father live. Baba, were you expecting him at that time to buy you a house in Surulere or Banana Island? Ọmọ tó ṣe rent ilé. For the first time, he was living in Ramali's house. Then when they kicked him off, he was living with Bella Shmuda. That was afterwards, he now got that house. Then I think he now moved to another house in Orchid, between Osakpa and Orchid. So he hasn't bought a house. He wasn't said, even if he bought a house, it will take him time. He was creating his own modernization team. He was just started being called for shows. According to him, he was not, Naira wasn't allowing people to give him shows. It was towards the very tail end of his life. That was when Iyabo Ojo's man, Polo, gave him opportunity to go to London to perform, because wọn ò lè ránjú mọ́ Polo. Naira Marley ò lè ránjú mọ́ Polo. Ẹ̀mí ẹ̀ ò gbé. Then, when he got back, we also had, who is this man? CP, Cubana chief priest who was launching his bitters, and that was the last show he attended in Ikorodu. So he was just about to start having his life back, doing his shows publicly, gaining his confidence back, trying to balance his mental health. Lẹ́yìn tó ti nà sáré, everything you said about that Wunmi girl, there's nothing good. You see, when you've been with somebody and you fall out and you keep talking about what the person have done to you, and for once you've not mentioned one good thing that person has done, you're a bad person. People should run away from you. You never mentioned that this girl has been dating your son from age 15. We saw pictures now. From age 15. She claimed that Mohbad is the only man that is virgin her, be the man she has ever slept with. You never said things like that. You never mentioned what we saw in one video. Nígbà táwọn NDLEA ti lọ bá wọn nílé lálẹ́. Tí Wunmi dúró síwájú ìkànnì àwọn officers yẹn, tí yẹn dẹ̀ gbébọn dání. Baba, you never mentioned that this girl confronted an NDLEA officer who was furious and who could have released Gbaga. You never said so. That's why women, you better be careful what you go and use your chest to collect. If we were to be that time that Wunmi went to go and confront the NDLEA officer that was carrying Jagam, and that one don't give her one, where our enemy don't buy, they not go live their life with this kind of father-in-law. Una go learn sense. Never have you said all the things that Mohbad's best female friend went to say at VDM's show, that Mohbad had scoin at one time, and they had to take him to Arrow. Then when he came back from Arrow, that was before they had the house, they went to take a short let where they got somebody to be attending to dear Baba. You never said that. This girl stood. If she had known that this is the Rakatia you're going to put her to, she would have generally left your son at that time. Maybe you call her Lekki Kilomanko, Lekki Ashana, what do you call? Do you know the big boys that are living in Lekki? Do you know the big boys that are living in Lekki? For your own son that could not even be coming back to his father's house in Ikorodu, the house that he has left many years ago when he started bunking with Prime Boy. And when she now got to Lekki, they got to Lekki. You think she won't see big boys? Wunmi is a pretty girl. She's well spoken. She's educated. As useless as they call her mama or her parents, they are parents of a graduate. Baba, your own first daughter, Blessing, has never come out to say a word. Nor have we heard one or two TikTok live that she joined, her even string 2 sentences in English. Wunmi got on stage some months ago when they called Mohbad for his hip hop Kinikon award. She went on stage confidently. She came out, said a word or two about her late husband, appreciated the organizers of the event, collected the award, and walked away. You are now hiding under you being poor. There are a lot of pepper sellers. Ask a lot of millennials that are educated now. They will tell you, me, I was like, gàrí ni ìyá òun tà tó fi rán òun lọ sí school. Ìmí àní ọmọ ọ̀dọ̀ ni ìyá òun ṣe tó fi rán òun lọ sí school. Páwọn tiẹ̀ lọ sí private school, government school lọ. Àwọn ìyá wọn dẹ̀ ń ṣọ́ wípé àwọn tán wọ sọ́nà. Do you think parenting is when it's sweet? Parenting is not just when it's sweet now. Parenting is when it's sweet and when it's bitter. When it's sweet and when it's bitter. That boy was not loved at home. That boy had a highly dysfunctional childhood experience. For him to be singing and saying 10 years I no see mommy. Come on now. Come on, no peace at home. When he got outside as well, joining record label, no peace as well. And you even said, and Wunmi also said, that you were the one begging Wunmi to get belle for your son. When you first came out, he said, he's his girlfriend. Baba, that is not girlfriendhood. We are Africans. The major thing between a man and a woman that wants to get into each other, you and Mohbad As Faye and Adon separate before, you wore the same clothes, you were smiling, you sat with each other. Wunmi starts in your middle on the traditional day, traditional engagement, and you say she's not a wife. Emma were all right. Your bad belly will consume you. Yaba, go and put that boy where he's supposed to be to sleep. Go and put him to sleep. Ojú ẹ̀ ráre lójú ayé ẹ̀. Ojú ẹ̀ tún ráre lẹ́yìn ayé ẹ̀. Kí ló dé? Kí ló dé? Ọmọ kan ṣoṣo tó tún bí. If anybody should even come out and say, Liam is not Mohbad's son. Ó yẹ kẹ́ ẹ mú àdá. Kẹ́ máa fi lé ẹni yẹn kiri pé àbí tí ẹ fẹ́ ta ni. Ó yẹ kẹ́ kọ́kọ́ sọ fẹ́ni yẹn pé come and face me first before you can say you want to claim this grandson of mine. But what did you do? You left them to the jugular. You're now crying online now that you need donation. Àwọn Dáwókú nation wọ́n ń bọ̀ wá bá yín dá. Ṣèbójú wọn ti bó. Ojú wọn ti bó part 1. Wọ́n dẹ̀ ti sọ ń sìn. I don't want to call the name of that your blogger that just did the show for you hours ago and said because you need money, that's why your voice is soft. Maybe that day you're telling them that I'm a forígbèpè ni. Very ungrateful man. Let's even say, okay, those ones have, of course, everybody has the right to take sides, whatever they want to take. Those people tried for you. They were with you, shaping with you, abusing your mom with you, abusing the mother of your children with gbogbo ẹ̀ ló ń bá yín ṣe. Ó wá di ń sè wá ṣépè fún wọn. Nítorí kálukú bá jẹ ló máa yó. So people have heard you now. You've used your mouth to say it that they should dáwó for you. They will come again. Ẹlòmíì ìran ẹ̀ wà níbi tán wà. Tán rí owó jẹun, tán rí owó ṣe business. Wọn ò ní help wọn. But ibi tọ́lọ́run máa tún taari wọn sí láti ná kọ́rí iná síbẹ̀. We'll just be looking at you at this time. The koko is that to the glory of God, that widow and her son, one hair like this, Ọlọ́run ò fún yín kẹrí tu lára wọn. Ṣé ipò Ọlọ́run jù yín lọ? God pass man. If any man wants to take the role of God in another human being's life, God will humble you. God will humble you. There was a certain president that was there some years ago. Tó pé tó bá wúkọ́ báyìí, wàhálà máa ṣẹlẹ̀ Nàìjíríà ni. Níbo ló wà lénìí? Ibo ló wà lénìí? Ẹ̀yin alágbára ayé. Na father-in-law you no be God. That boy will grow up and see your digital footprints, and ó máa tutọ́ sí yín lójú ni pé bàbá àjàrà bùkà. What digital footprint have you left for your grandson? Ẹ mú ọmọ yẹn ẹ fi lákàlàkàlàkàlàkà. Your followers were cursing your grandson. You didn't come out to say stop it. What kind of wickedness is that? And you're now looking for people to dáwó. Ọmọ dáwó fún yín kú ni bàbá. Ọmọ dáwó yẹn, owó ọmọgàn yẹn, ọmọ dá fún yín báyìí. Wọn ò ní stop o. People tell them búra yín yẹn kò ní stop. Una go abuse na self tire. If they don't give you say na all the women wey dey live for your area na you don knack. Na your follower talk am. Your ex-follower. All of them one by one na don become enemies. It is the God of widow that is pouring pepper on your wounds. Ẹ̀dẹ̀ máa jẹ́ ó máa tó yín nínú ni. One day, sit down and just imagine that boy where he is. You've been saying that it's the DNA. When you do the DNA, it's what we let you. The day they do the DNA like this, is that the day you will know who Mohbad by? What does the DNA have to do with? Okay, let's even say that DNA comes out that Mohbad is not his son. Do you think that statement or that result of the DNA was what a lawyer, a judge will now sit down and say, okay, this son is not for Mohbad? Do you think that would make them now channel their energy to Wunmi? You're going to come with evidence. You think judges are silly? You will come to a judge to speak with common sense and evidence. Bring out the evidence that show that, okay, Wunmi, this son you had is not for Mohbad. Okay, that's what the DNA says, right? Fantastic. Okay, so how do you want to convince the judge, with all the shouting you've done for 2 years, that it is because of the DNA, assumably that is not saying Mohbad na get him, is the reason why Wunmi pay him? What is the evidence? You think it's just by what you say in the law courts? Your lawyers did not wọn ò gbé hàn jáyín sí ni. We know you're not educated. The law courts do not sit down and be doing all this online judgments that your people will come and shake. No. They want to see who the witness is, or what fingerprint they see that ó fún Mohbad lọ́rùn ni o, àbí according to your people pé wọ́n ó gún lọ́rùn ni o. That is what the law wants to see. The evidence. The law is not about, you think judges are, you think they are children? You think ní judge kankan ní family yín ni? Àbẹ́ ẹ̀tàn mọ́ judge kankan rí? I don't understand. Because I think at least you should have enlightened people. That's your state that you are from. I don't want to mention the state. I always make sure I don't mention the state because I have people I highly respect that are well educated. They are well exposed that are from your state. Baba Falana is from your state. I'll mention Baba. Wọ́n ka ìwé nílùú tẹ́tí wá, Baba. But tí family yìí ṣe wá yàtọ̀ yìí kò yé wa. Those from your states, for a family of 10, you will see 7 that are graduates. Nínú 7 yẹn, ẹ fẹ́ rí 4 tó gba doctorate. Ibi tán kàwé dé, tán ka ọgbọ́n orí dé nílùú yín nìyẹn. Ibi tẹ́yìn tí wàá gbé agídí tálákà, àìkàwé yín, àìlajú yín, inú dúdú yín, ibi tẹ́ ti gbé jáde kò yé wa. Ṣùgbọ́n ẹ lè tàbùkù lámọ aráàlú yín torí àwọn aráàlú yín tinú tẹ̀yìn ni. Kí ló ń ṣe yín ná? What is joining you ọwọ́ tẹ́ ẹ lè fọwọ́ jólẹ̀? Tẹ́ sọra yín di jùgùnù sórí online. Tẹ́ kàn ń pariwo kí people don't talk and say they don't tire for you. Say everything in your life na donation. You came out the other day when Wunmi granted an interview. Wunmi came out this year, did 3 solid interviews and went back in. She did. After over a year, 30 fẹ́ pa ọmọ ìtọ́lọ́hún fún yín pa. Tí Ọlọ́run bá fi ẹ̀mí èèyàn lé ọmọ Ádámọ̀ kankan lọ́wọ́, kò sí baba lákú baba anybody tó lè pa ẹni yẹn. Tọ́lọ́run bá sọ pé irọ́ wàhálà tó ń fún ẹni kan ló máa pa. Ẹ kàn máa forí ẹ máa lọ bá transformer tó ní high voltage báyìí, ẹ máa lọ́mọ báyìí, ẹ máa gan pa ni. Kí ló dé? Obìnrin ò lè sinmi mọ́. Ẹlòmíì bá ti fẹ́ family mi báyìí, ó ti dáràn nìyẹn, ó ti rugi oyin tí ẹ ti ta nìyẹn. Ẹ máa múlé ayé ẹ báyìí, ẹ máa make it uncomfortable. We are not saying there are no cases where ìyàwó ń pa ọkọ o. No. But you don't use the same rule for everybody. And in all these things, they told you that who is the who? Who is the who? You could not create an atmosphere in your house where your children, despite the fact that you don't have whatever a father should have, you're struggling. A lot of fathers, go and look at Sake's father now. Kí lẹ rò pé Sake fi jẹ ojú bàbá ẹ̀? Yes, the mother left. Yes, he was, with his father. Of course, he had to go to Ife when he was in university, but there was no home for him to go back to. Bí tẹ́yìn bàbá ti máa ń ṣe mistake nìyẹn. Gbogbo venom nǹkan tó fàjà láàrin àti ex-wife fún yín báyìí, ẹ máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní fi wà sọ́mọ yẹn. Bàbá mi máa sọ̀rọ̀ sọ́mọ yẹn báyìí. Ṣé rò pé ọmọ yẹn máa feel bonded with you guys ni? To the point that boy feels so dysfunctional that, according to nǹkan tá padà gbọ́, he was now using Wunmi's mother's account to collect money from Naira Marley. Nígbà tó yẹ pé ìyá gan 10 years I no see mommy, ìyá ti sá lọ. How can a woman be in this same Nigeria, in this same Lagos state, and for 10 years did not sight her son? Ẹ̀yin obìnrin, àwa obìnrin, àwọn kan máa ń jẹ́ kán máa rí wa bú. Ẹlòmíì gan tọ́mọ ẹ lọ kàwé ní Canada, tí ò bá gbòòrò ọmọ ẹ̀, tó bá pe ọmọ ẹ̀, tí ò bá gbòòrò ọmọ ẹ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀mejì, tí ò bá dáhùn báyìí, ó máa fi phone call blow gbogbo àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ ọmọ ẹ̀ ní àtàwọn relative ẹ̀ tó ẹ bá mi lọ́wọ́ ọmọ mi o, kò gbé kọ́ọ̀lù. A woman is now in this same Nigeria, left Mohbad alone for 10 years because of one flimsy excuse that you went to remarry. We women too, ká fúnra wa jẹ́ níbi tá bá ti wrong. It's wrong. Like I said in the previous podcast, if that happens to you, because sometimes in life you cannot control what happens to you, especially when you as a woman tẹ́sẹ̀ ò dúró lẹ̀ dáadáa láti tọ́ ọmọ ẹ̀. Kọ́ ẹ máa sọ pé ìwọ̀nba tó bá lè bí ni kò tọ́, ojú ti là. Ẹni tójú dúdú bá ṣe ń dà láàmú wàhálà ti ẹ̀ nìyẹn. Na even if your husband is the most supportive husband in the world, the most caring husband, oh, the richest husband, my darling, it is the amount of children that you have the energy, you have the resources, you have the time, you have the mental stability to take care of that you should have. A man can flip on any woman any day. Oh, but he married for 20, 50 years. tó bá máa flip on you, máa flip on you. Wàá máa ké kiri. Àbí wàá jọmọ́ lẹ̀ wọ́n náà the 10 years I no see mommy. The one wey concern we women, I go give us very well, we go chop am. I don't give about Mohbad in own. There is no excuse, even if kọkùnrin yẹn burú ju àjẹ́ ọ̀tá lọ. Kó burú pé you must not come and see your son. My darling, that boy goes to school, right? And they are living in that same Ikorodu. We women, when we want to use our ete, we know how to use it to get what we want now. So our ete now flew out of our brain. Kò lè lọ fi ẹ̀gbẹ́ kó máa fi ẹ̀gbẹ́ wọ́ ní government school tán ní Mohbad lọ. Kó máa fẹ̀gbẹ́ wọ́ bí òkú bí aláǹgbá. Kọ́ ni madam kí ló tẹ̀ ń fẹ́ ẹ̀gbẹ́ wọ́ tálẹ̀ béèrè kó ní ejò nítorí Ọlọ́run, let me just cite my son. Kó kàn juwọ́ sọmọ yẹn báyìí láti assembly kó sá padà. Àbí kí school close kàn fi ṣe gbagangbaga kí ìyá Mohbad ti dúró ségbé ẹ̀gbẹ́ kan lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ school yẹn kó rí Mohbad kó ní how are you my darling gba sweet kó tún sá lọ. She never did. And she never claimed she did. So the one way concern we women, we will give ourselves chop very well. Because some of us are doing things that will be a disgrace till we go into the grave. But yeah, Mohbad, no matter what, no matter how she heal, she's still going to go to her grave with that fact that for 10 years, she did not see her son. And those were the formative years of that boy. Do you think women who have issues in their marriage and decide, pé, no, until I get this certain level of comfort for myself and my children, I'm not considering a remarriage? So mi ò lè jẹ́ kí ọkùnrin mi máa fi páànù gba orí ọmọ mi. Ṣé ẹ rò pé àwọn obìnrin tó mára dúró bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn wọ́n rìn dín ni? Wọ́n rìn dín, wọn ò fẹ́ kọ́mọ kan dàgbà kó máa sọ fáwọn pé mommy you abandoned us. They don't want that story. They are mothers to the core. So all the jaka and those are the things that cause children, going into 26 olóhun tí mo bá ń kú, òun ti wọnú ayé lọ, òun ti ṣe yahoo. There are some things that boy have done. He's not even proud to say it. For him to even put it in his songs. Come on. And when we tell some parents that their parenting style is not it. Wọ́n máa ké kiri. We Africans, we pride ourselves with our communal way of living. Where your neighbor can tell you that, I noticed something about your child. Oh, please, can you put an eye on it? And you say, thank you. Okay, I will do that. Yes, if you do that, by 1 year, on bully ọmọ àwọn ni, on ṣe kinní kan, wàá yà fọmọ ọlẹ̀ fún wọn. And those were the years that we even looked to say, God, where did we lose it? Ọmọ neighbor, eti neighbor, basile, mother kinní kan, you dey house, láyé ìgbà yẹn 20, 30, 40 years ago. You go to your neighbor's house. Kí ẹ sáré lọ sọ́jà lọ ra nǹkan, ibẹ̀ ló ti máa jẹun, wàá ṣanra, wàá máa wo ní television, wàá wo television, black and white television. Tí ẹ máa fi dé tó máa fi wá mú ẹ lọlé. Everybody were living in a sane society. Now we have technology, now we are well-traveled, we have international passports, we have this and that, we can afford this, we go to Kinikon, but still the level of the pre is extremely high. The level of dysfunctionality is extremely high. So when we are talking on a general, we have to zoom in and say, what are we doing wrong? The unit of the society starts from the home. Start from Baba, you failed your son lójú ayé, ẹ tún fèlè lẹ́yìn ẹ̀. Àwọn tó fẹ́ dáwó fún yín tẹ́ tún ti ń bẹ̀ ń sìn yín. Ọlọ́run á jẹ́ kán pọ́n wá tún dá fún yín. Ẹ tún pọ́nlá. Blogger yín sọ wípé ẹ ti parí ilé kan lẹ́kìtì. Ẹ ti gbé géètì kan sí ibi church ẹ fẹ́ máa kọ́. Ìgbà tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń ṣáyín mọ́ yín, lẹ tún stop yẹn. Nǹkan tó bá tẹ̀ wọ̀nyí kẹ́ fowó yẹn ṣe. Àwọn tẹ́ ti gbé ní gógó, àbálọ́ ẹ máa ń sọ. Àwọn tẹ́ ti rí gbé ní gógó, wàhálà tí wọ́n nìyẹn. when you stand with somebody you stand with your full chest ni, so nǹkan tó bá rí ń bẹ̀ tí wọ́n pariwo tó ń ké kiri ń sìn yín kàn náà fi ṣoṣù kan fi para. Òṣùwọ̀n tẹ́ fi wọ́n fáwọn ẹlòmíín bàbá lọ́ fi wọ́n fẹ́yìn náà ń sìn. So hashtag justice for Baba Mohbad la bàbá ẹ̀, because the way they are giving you gbaz, this one will give you gbos on TikTok, this one will give you gbaz. Gbogbo wọn bú yín, wọ́n fi yín ta yín when you don't have a good heart. Some of us saw you from that very first day. Don't bury Mohbad tell sọ wípé 200,000 ọmọ yín ò fún yín di 200,000. I said nah. You know, some people are just, we think deeper than others, and it's fine. But some of us picked you from that point. You say, no, this is not right. Even if it's your enemy, you don't throw your enemy under the bus on that day to wọlé. Tẹ̀lé rí pé kámẹ́rà wà wájú yín. Kọ́mọ ọmọ tẹ́ máa bí mà ní. Ẹ̀ ń jowó ọmọ yín. Now ojú yín wá rárẹ̀ ń sìn. Any DNA. Okay, this DNA now, how much do you need that you are even begging the world to give? How much is DNA test, for crying out loud? Do you think the DNA, they say, okay, you should do it in a recognized lab in Nigeria and do it abroad? Do you think, is this money for you to travel out? Because according to someone that I heard from today, the person said, you're begging the public for money for you and an accompanying person. Tell your man, see America. About Brabi, you can say that she, Etonayin Baba, hello anywhere, Kewalo Japa, hello anywhere, hello, share 50 places in this Lagos state. Ketupa Abjajo Kelo she. But àwọn tó bá fẹ́ tún gbórí wọlé, kó tún gbórí wọlé, kó tún dáwó fún yín o. Kó tún gbórí wọlé, kó tún dáwó fún yín. But every day that boy stays there, Baba, you've not done him well. That's all we can tell you. You know, your conscience is unsettled. Now, your passion te fi ná Wunmi àti Liam, àwọn followers yín lọ fi ná yín padà, ó wá ń ta yín lára. Ṣebí you were telling your followers days ago that wọ́n máa gbé pè sórí, wọ́n máa forí gbé pè. How can you open your mouth to people who have been supporting you like that? Some of them don't sleep. According to your blogger, they say some of them lost their jobs. Some of them failed their nursing exam. Some of them lost their family members. In your family member, kó máa ṣépè fọmọ ọlọ́mọ online. Oh, ní cut here off. Ó fẹ́ kí kó gbé pè wọnú ìran ẹ̀. Ó fẹ́ kó gbé pè wọnú ìran ẹ̀. Or a woman who is happy in her own husband's house. Her children are doing well. She will now go to a platform where we are discussing what she was not there. There's no evidence. Our join na ma ṣépè fọmọdé. Obìnrin tó bá láyé ò ní ṣerú ẹ̀. Because you are too full. What you have in your heart is overflow of love. You can't relate. You cannot relate. Because even if your children hear you every day on that platform, don't ṣépè fọmọdé, don't put picture ọmọ yẹn, wọ́n ṣépè fún. I'm like, mommy, are you okay? What's going on? Tó bá bímọ gidi gan gba fún lọ́wọ́ fọmọlẹ̀ pé mommy, what's that? You want to carry curse on their head? But nígbà tí ilé ayé wọn ò láyọ̀, tí ò lóyin, tí businesses wọn ò lọ gan, tẹ́ pé inú wọn gan jóná, wọn ò lè pọ́ lọ́hùn gan kó dá wọn lóhùn. Nígbà tí tó bá lawọ́ ẹ̀ pé wọ́n Ọlọ́run á ní kí ló ń lawọ́ fún? What do you have in your hands? What do you have in your hands? Kí ló ti ṣe? Níbo ló ti lọ fẹnu kọ́? Níbo ló ti lọ forí kọ́kọ́ bu ẹ̀ lọ́rọ̀ tí ò kan ẹlòmíì? Bàbá, ẹ máa bẹ̀bẹ̀ wọn fún yín lówó, don't worry, you'll be fine. We've been waiting for this time. And his karma is on time. Karma is very early. So we're enjoying karma. We're enjoying the way karma is hitting you hard. And we like the response that Brekete gave you yesterday. Oh, funny Jenny. Only when you carry the case, go blogger. What thing you want make you do? But Oriyomi, no, when Oriyomi, you went to Oriyomi, and the second day that one said, no, this case is messy, can't get involved with it. And followers in one Oriyomi Jebai. And he said, I'm not going to intervene because he saw the mess. Ọmọ yín kú tán kò pé 2 months, and she 70-30. You and African TV 70-30, Baba. All the things you've done in the last 2 years, all you fi ṣeré. Producer kan tọ́pọ̀lọ́ ẹ̀ jiná tó ní ọ̀gbá lórí, ó sì máa kọ script yẹn tó máa jiná. káwọn èèyàn máa lọ wò ó sínímà, a kàn máa dúró kẹ́ ṣẹlẹ́yà yín tán kára yín balẹ̀. In everything you're doing, no matter the religion you're practicing, if you hurt someone or you throw allegations on someone tí ò ṣe nǹkan fún ẹ, tó wá ń gbèrò bí sí, tó ń wá kí tiẹ̀ bàjẹ́, tó ń bà lórúkọ jẹ́, ó lè lọ ó lè fara rẹ lọ. Universe máa fún ẹ jẹ ni, àfi tó bá fẹsẹ̀ tẹ̀lẹ̀ nìkan ló kù. Ẹ wá wí tán ẹlẹ́yin pásítọ̀ jágajàga wo nìyẹn? Pásítọ̀ jágajàga wo nìyẹn? What kind of pastorship is that doesn't have compassion? Ọmọ tí ò bá ń ṣe tèèyàn gan, èèyàn gbọ́dọ̀ lánú ṣépè fún un. Láyé, we have now gotten to a point on social media that we now start making fun of women who are expecting or who are, let me use the word, infertile or barren or waiting. That is where we are now, especially in this our Yoruba space. Àmà fọmọ búyàn, ò bímọ, ó lọ fowó woman ṣe kinní kan. Who are we to judge another person? Is it because you have 100 children? Do you think those 100 children that you have, do you think it's going to take God more than 1 second to wipe them off? Social media, you do this one. Baba, Emma, we're all right. For those of you just joining, welcome. We've talked about Baba begging the public for funds. Let me just play a little bit, then we go.
Sir, èmi tún rọ̀ wá, má fetí ọ̀tẹ̀ gbọ́n tí mo sọ. Ọ̀rọ̀ pé kí ni wọ́n lè ṣe, ipa wo ló fẹ́ kó nínú DNA yìí.
Madam Kemoblonsky, you're welcome. Thank you for joining.
Anyone have interest, you should come near me. Mi ò lè dá ṣe. Wọ́n ti fi ọ̀tẹ̀ lù ká lọ ṣe lókè òkun. Kó lè dá, ká lè rí good result. Ìná máa bíra mi léèrè pé kí làwọn èèyàn fẹ́ gbà. Ohun tí wọ́n fẹ́ gbà ni pé ayọ̀ àwọn ènìyàn ni pé at the end Olúwa ṣẹ́gun àgbàjọ sísì. Ọ̀rọ̀ imú mi rántí great drama. Ó ní most of the time tí òun bá ti ń gbọ́ ìròyìn tí ò bá òun lẹ́jẹ̀ mú lórí justice for Mohbad, ó ní òun ò kí ń lè jẹun, ó ní àwọn ọmọ òun wá gba fóònù lọ́wọ́ òun. Wọ́n á dẹ̀ tún máa sunkún pé bọ́ọ̀lù bàbá yìí fẹ́ dúró báyìí. Àwọn abiyamọ nìyẹn. Àwọn ló mọ̀ wípé ohun tí bàbá yìí ń pass through kò lè dá ṣe. Thank you. Àwọn kan sọ ní comment section pé carry very dark man alone. Exactly. Bí o ṣe message mi, màá message yẹn náà pé ohun tí àwọn èèyàn wọ̀nyí sọ nìyí, which I'm ready. Ẹnìkan ò gbọ́n tán. Gbogbo àwọn ènìyàn tó dúró tì mí ní oníkálukú ní iṣẹ́ tó ń ṣe. Gbogbo kankan ní owó. Ẹlòmíì ò ní owó ṣùgbọ́n ó fi mí wọn ẹni tí ó ní owó tó lè ṣe mí láàánú.
Wọ́n bọ̀ àṣeyín láàánú bàbá.
Bí tẹ́tí wọn pé kò sí ẹni tí ò wúlò lórí ohun tí a fẹ́ ṣe. Wọ́n ti fail gbogbo Nàìjíríà lórí autopsy.
Really?
Àti gbọ́dọ̀ lajúlẹ̀ kí eléyìí tá a fẹ́ ṣe wọ́n dàgbà bíi ti àkọ́kọ́. Ìdí nìyí, I'm pleading to every one of you, to everyone that stand by me concerning this DNA. This is the time that I need you most. You have been trying since, but this is towards end. But some people are misled. They misinterpret this DNA.
Yeah.
Some people say, because he wanted to collect his own royalty. That is the reason he was focused on DNA and leave the death of Mohbad. Let me tell you this. When we did the DNA, when the result of that DNA is okay by us, let me tell you, there is two things that's going to come out from there. We are looking for the death of Mohbad. It's one of the narrowest angle. We wanted to search. Maybe that death can be hiding into DNA. And you don't know.
The death can be hiding into the DNA. Baba, òyìnbó mi sọ.
When my lawyer was...
My people, this video has been extended than I thought. I will drop the video of Baba saying this in the next couple of minutes, but that's his voice. So for his supporters, he's begging you to please don't drag him again. Forgive him for cursing you that Emma Forigbepe. Such an interesting story. But Baba, remember your son is in that government morgue. When I say government morgue, I mean public morgue. It's not a private morgue. You're not paying. You're not paying. A private and a public morgue in Nigeria are two entirely different things. I won't say more than that. And you've said that you want the DNA, not in this video, you said it's about 2 weeks ago, you want the DNA because you want to, you don't want Liam to be bullied that he's not Mohbad's son forever, and that if he turns out to be your grandson, you'll be happy. Baba, it take 360 degrees turn abi. Social media, but Wallahi, tell me about drop comment section. By page. This person is very cerebral. Drop but there are some people you will know that you can't finger their brain. Sometimes you don't even know who's dropping comments in your comment section. You don't know. But you will pick brain from there. They don't shout. They are not the people to man shepe. Now don't drop or because the is a lazy way to express yourself. Okay, we could for the past 2 years in vacation no. Vacation bàtà ní fọkànbalẹ̀ tá a béèrè lọ́wọ́ ọmọ ọlọ́mọ nǹkan tá a fi sí lọ́wọ́. Ta lè sọ fọ́lọ́run pọ́ lọ́run ìṣoṣo wọn tí mo fi ọmọ ọlọ́mọ ni kò fi wọn àwọn ọmọ tèmi náà. Ṣe ní nísinmi, a máa nísinmi náà. A máa nísinmi, kọ́sà ní ṣépè fún yín. Ìwà olúkálùkù ni ó ṣépè fún tàbí kó ṣàdúrà fún. If you like, carry Bible from now to tomorrow. Carry Quran from now to tomorrow. Ìwà ọwọ́ ẹ̀ lọ́lọ́run fẹ́ wò. Báwo ló ṣe ń treat ọmọlàkejì ẹ? Ayé èèyàn mélòó ló ti bàjẹ́? Èmi ló ti fẹnu balẹ̀ ayé ẹ̀ jẹ́? Universe máa treat everybody accordingly. Kama ò dẹ̀ need Google map láti sọ̀kalẹ̀ sí góńgó imú ẹ̀. If you like, hide your address from Kama, ó máa jókòó sórí imú ẹ̀ ni. So we have peace of mind. Àwọn kọ́ la máa ṣépè. But for us to now be dragging an innocent widow that no evidence has been brought from, come on, why, how? Moral justice ò fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Common sense no ò fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. The law that we know. Wọ́n náwó lé wa lórí akàwé. The law that we know says everybody is innocent until proven guilty. Baba, you're paying a lawyer and he's not advising you, or you're using your ori kunkuno to listen to advice. Come on. Come on. The mama wọn yàn máa bú wọn Ìkọ̀bẹ Elégùṣì náà kò sí nǹkan tẹ́ ẹ̀fọ́ bá yẹn wé that man's pain point pé kò lọ́mọkùnrin láyé mọ́ at least second wife wọn bí ọmọkùnrin tó ọmọ yẹn tó padà wá lọ ẹ mọ̀ pé máa yóò lọ́mọkùnrin láyé ẹ dẹ̀ fi point yẹn ẹ fi ń gún lójú egbò ẹ ṣépè fún ẹ gbé picture wọn báyìí ẹ gbé picture Liam báyìí ẹ ní wọ́n gbẹ́ ìwọlé Wùnmí wọ́n kó Wùnmí wọlé pẹ̀lú àwọn kan wọ́n ṣe 3 I'm like Ọba Elégùṣì sọ pé òun fẹ́ Wùnmí gbà yẹn Wùnmí á sì dúró tọmọ yín wàláhì tó bá take decision yẹn gan gbà yẹn á máa gé kàjẹ ni gbogbo àwọn tó dẹ̀ ń ṣépè fún kábíyèsí ńgbà Elégùṣì they cannot stand 10 meters close to Elégùṣì. Kò ń ṣọ̀rọ̀ ẹnu. Ajura wa lọ tìjàkadì kọ́. They cannot. Is it their packaging? Is it their aura? Their aura is dark. Yes, so Baba Mohbad knows some people are gullible. Ló ṣe ń gbé wọn mọ́ra again. Alágbárí, yes. Baba thinks that everybody has the oh no, don't let me use carpenter. But his own carpenter brain, because ẹni tó bá lọ́pọ̀ lọ́nu iṣẹ́ carpenter á fi tọ́mọ, á fi wà comfortable, kò ní di beggar. Yes, I know very highly successful carpenters that they know their jobs and they feed their children and their children went to school and they use the money to build house. Bí o tẹ ẹ̀jú kúrẹ́kúrẹ́, they built it, they are living comfortably. Iṣẹ́ ọwọ́ wọn ó tó wọn jẹ. But irú carpenter tí yín àrírí ìwà yín ò dáa. Wọ́n ń gbé wọn mọ́ra, bàbá is gbé yín wọn mọ́ra. Ẹ wá bá mi dáwọ́ mi èlé ṣe nígbà tẹ́ ti ṣépè fún wọn some days ago kọ́ máa forí gbé pè. Ẹ̀yin supporters tán lè máa forí gbé pè wọ́n ní ẹ tún ti wá dáwọ́ o. Àwọn followers àwọn supporters yín abọ́ta ń gbà yẹn wọ́n dà àwọn èèyàn lọ́ba àwọn èèyàn tún lọ gọ́rọ́rọ́rọ́. Wùnmí ni o, ogun lọ́rùn ni o, ó ṣa lọ́rùn sí wẹ́wẹ́ ni o, òun ló kan lọ́rùn ni o. Àwọn òkú yà how are some people's thinking faculty so defective? Come on. Baba, I expected you to sue the pathologist, your private pathologist. You didn't sue that one. Because they brought the same outcome that the government pathology brought. The governor of Lagos State, no, ẹ máa mú governor báyìí, ẹ máa bú. Ṣé rò pé àwọn yẹn ò gbọ́ ni? Ẹ mọ̀ pé àwọn yẹn náà wà online gan. Ẹ mọ̀, wọn ò ní fi official kíni wọn sọ kíni ni. Are you kidding me? Gbogbo àwọn ọmọ wọn, gbogbo àwọn family wọn lórí gbogbo ẹlẹ́yà tẹ́ ń ṣe. Àwọn tó ti bú tẹ́ ti ṣépè fún president náà, wọ́n blogger yín mú báyìí, ó bú bàbá títí kí ló dé, kí là ń fà, kí ló dé, kí ló lè tó yìí. Wùnmí lẹ fẹ́ fún lọ́rùn, ẹ ti gbàgbé nurse pátápátá. Àbẹ́ ẹ̀ mọ̀ pé even kéèyàn mú oògùn kó lò ó ní oògùn tẹ́ fẹ́ lò single paracetamol or pain reliever àbí aspirin ó ní side effect as over the counter drugs as they are. Ó ní side effect. Tẹ́ pé tó bá lò ó tán within 30 minutes báyìí wàá mọ̀ pé nǹkan kan ṣe ẹ́ lára. How much more abẹ́rẹ́ nọ́ọ̀sì tí ò take BP kò mọ medical history yàn tó bá lọ gun níṣan ìyẹn bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí react immediately. Ìyàwó lẹ ṣàfẹ́ gà lọ́rùn. Ẹni fẹ́ family mi ó ti wọ hell. Ó ti àdúrà à ń fi ń ṣe prayer point gbogbo ọmọbìnrin pátápátá tá a mọ̀ àti tá a mọ̀ tó súnmọ́ wa àti tí ò súnmọ́ wa Ọlọ́run ní jẹ́ kó rọrú family alọ́ba. Tí èèyàn bá mọ ọmọbìnrin kan tó ń date ọkùnrin kan tó wá sọ pé family wo ló ń date kó lálọ́ba wàláhì orí òkè báyìí wọ́n máa ti lọ já wọn dànù. Orí òkè ọ̀làdúrà funfun alọ́ what? Alọ́ wetin? Ẹ mọ nǹkan tẹ́ ti ṣe lẹ̀ fáwọn ọmọ yín tó kù. Àdúrà ṣáàṣì wà ń bẹ̀ kò tí ì máa rí Ọlọ́run á dẹ̀ fún níyàwó títí ẹ̀. Ẹ mọ president tẹ́ ti ń sẹ̀tìlẹ̀ fọmọ yẹn ni. Ẹ mọ àwọn ọmọ yín tó kù táwọn ọmọ 10 àbí 11 ní gbogbo ọmọ tẹ́ bí. Àwọn tó kù tẹ́ bí náà ń kọ́ bọ́ọ̀bù lẹ́fẹ́ kan fojú sí ẹ̀yin bàbá àjẹgúdú jẹ ráì. You don't even think about leaving good footprint for children. Lówó tẹ́ fáwọn ọmọ yẹn. Tún fi good legacy orúkọ lẹ̀ fún wọn. Bàbá ṣe dáadáa o. Ṣe dáadáa rárá. We have some fantastic father-in-laws. Fantastic. Obìnrin míì báyìí tó wà nílé ọkọ tí ara bàbá orúkọ ò bá yá òun ló máa sá káàkiri. Àbí kí bàbá ọkọ ẹ kú ẹ máa rò pé bàbá tó bí ló kú ni. Because àwọn bàbá gidi tí wọ́n fi ń tọrọ bàbá good fathers-in-law. Because they want their child to have peace of mind. They will never give their daughters-in-law stress. Never. They will even be advising their sons, don't lose your wife. Because as a father-in-law, you've seen more than they are yet to see. But your own is to break them, for your bloggers to destroy. Kí ló dé ṣógun láyé ni ẹ̀yin nìkan lọ́wọ́ yín máa kọ́kọ́ kú ni ṣe fẹ́ sún jẹ ni. Everybody has left you alone. So Baba, don't worry, you will go to America to go and do the DNA. Your group of followers, they will contribute pounds, naira, dollars. Open another GoFundMe or your Access Bank accounts. Only allegedly want to kó lé yín lọ́wọ́. So that you can travel to Bodo Oyinbo. But kọ́ ṣàmì pé tẹ́ bá ti travel, commission pé padà wá, ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ sá lọ o. Tẹ́ bá sá lọ, wàhálà máa fi Interpol wá yín wá sí Nàìjíríà padà. The mess that you've caused in the last 2 years, you will not japa and run away. Tó bá fly yín lọ New York, nígbà kẹ́ lọ sá lọ sí Florida. Tẹ́ bá try láti sá lọ, Interpol la máa fi wọ́ yín padà sí Nàìjíríà. Ẹ máa face gbogbo repercussion nǹkan tẹ́ ti dá sílẹ̀ for the past 2 years. Because if you take a stand that a mature man that is true in his words, that genuinely love his son, have taken, this case will not be as messy as this. You gave the room for everybody to scatter the remaining structure in your family. Ẹ̀yin lọmọ yín kú, ẹ̀yin bàbá àsìkú. Mo lọ ti ṣerú ẹ̀lẹ́ Yorùbá. It's never done. Ẹ̀yin lọmọ yín kú lẹ́ ń fò kiri. Nílẹ̀ Yorùbá, tí àgbàlagbà bá lose ọmọ, àwọn àbúrò ẹ̀ ló máa dìde. Tí ò bá láàbúrò, àṣà ní àwọn ọmọ àbúrò yá. Àbí kó láládùúgbò kan tó súnmọ́. Àbí bóyá ọmọ kan tó train níṣẹ́ carpentry yẹn tó ti dá dúró pé bàbá ẹ má worry. Kò ń ṣe ẹ̀yin bàbá ọmọ ló máa sá káàkiri. No. Yorùbá tó ní ibi gẹrẹjẹ là gbàgbà kúkú dàgbà náà ẹ kàn dára nù ni. I think you are in your early 60s ẹ ti dára nù. Àwọn ẹgbẹ́ yín ṣìṣe ṣémṣém tó ń lọ sí ministry tó ti ń wo few years to retirement ẹ̀yin ti dára nù. Baba, you'll be all right, you'll be fine. Your last days of, because we know it's DNA now, pátápátá títí December, ẹ ṣàfikọ́gun síbì kan, is for the internet not to forget all the things you've been doing. Because there's nothing that's been happening for the past 2 years. If you put it on the search bar in YouTube or Facebook or TikTok, it will bring it out. The ones you said by yourselves, the one your supporters said, and the one neutral people have said, it's all there for record keeping. So please watch out. We're going to drop Baba's real video in some minutes or few hours. It is what it is. The only thing that gives joy is that Mumi and Liam are fine. And every widow that they've stressed, that they've put your life in gidi, you and your children, tó ní fọkànbalẹ̀, ké sí Ọlọ́run lọ́rùn. Ké sí Ọlọ́run lọ́rùn. Ṣùgbọ́n mi ojú ẹ̀yẹn bó ṣe ń jáde, as long as tó mọ̀ kankan pa kú ọkọ ẹ̀, ké sí Ọlọ́run lọ́rùn. Ọlọ́run tó ń nàyàn láì lu ẹgba. Rán sí gbogbo àwọn tó bá ń stress ayé ẹ̀, because this world is wicked. Àwọn èèyàn ò dáa. For the past 2 years, mo mọ̀ pé yé, ṣé bí ìran Yorùbá ṣe rí rè? Hey, tẹ́lómi tí blogger ọba kan sọ pé kàkà kọ́ máa rí justice àbí kọ́ máa ròbù mí ilé ayé òun máa pín ní lórí ọ̀rọ̀ lọ́rọ̀. Lẹ ṣe pé títí lẹ fi ilé ayé yín kọ́ anger, ẹ máa wà all right. Everybody will be fine. If Baba come with his reggae and blues again, when we have the time, we'll farabalẹ̀ fàyè yín wá catch cruise. A máa fàyè yín. But ẹ̀sìn tó ń fi yín ṣe tẹ́ ń ṣe lẹ́yà online yìí kò ní stop o. Because if you have pity for that boy, if you have pity for him where he is, you not let him stay so long like that. Wọ́n ti kún wẹ́lẹ́wẹ́lẹ́. Do you know what it is to do autopsy? Oh my God. Wọ́n ti kún wẹ́lẹ́wẹ́lẹ́ first time. Wọ́n tún kún wẹ́lẹ́wẹ́lẹ́ second time. Ṣé tún fẹ́ third one kọ́ ló bá yín kún? Baba, do you want another third autopsy so that they can go and kún again? Kí ló dé? Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Kí lọmọ yẹn ṣe fún yín? Kí ló ṣe fún yín? Ẹ̀dẹ̀ múlẹ̀ ayé ẹ̀ dàrú lórí owó lẹ fẹ́ jẹ. Kí lẹ fẹ́ jẹ? The boy has worked so hard. His royalties, I don't even know if you will be settled enough for them to even calculate it properly. Sometimes when I listen to Mohbad's song on YouTube, I'm like, revenue tó yẹ kó wọlé fọmọ yìí, ṣé ibi tó yẹ kó wọlé sí ló ń wọlé sí? Etubota, you did not say that Punch newspaper is lying. You never said that normally beats your son. Hey, Baba, you betrayed your own son. Atuma ṣe video yẹn fún yín. You see that Punch interview that you did? I'm a wash analysis fún yín dáadáa. You see that Punch did not respond to you. Wọ́n ignore yín, mọ́mọ́ pé ń ṣẹlẹ́yà. You now came out. You never told Punch newspaper that Naira Marley bullied your son. You never said so, Baba. Even if, when is it that you didn't say so? Even the blind knows. You want to change the narrative. You want to absolve Naira Marley of all the things he did to your son. Nira ló pọ̀ ọmọ yín o, because kò sí evidence. But lílù yẹn, ó lu ọmọ yín lálùbàmì. Tọmọ yín dẹ̀ ṣe fídíò tí ò ń ṣe kan, tí ò ń ṣe méjì, tí ò ń ṣe mẹ́ta. You now come out to betray your son, telling the world that you never said Naira Marley bullied Mohbad. If that boy can turn where he is, he will weep. If his own father can, in the face of the world, deny what's happened, what the guy passed through, and he was smart enough to document it in different videos for us to see. Baba, hey. Your own father is a case study. Wàláì, ọmọ àfáyé yín ṣe fíìmù ni. Producer tó gbẹ, tó jiná, tó ní ọgbà lórí tí ò wà alright kan. Tí kéèsì bá ti ṣe tọ́tí sí ọmọ yín tán, ó máa fáyé yín kọ fíìmù tó dẹ̀ máa lọ patent ẹ̀ tẹ́ẹ̀dẹ̀ nílé argue pẹ̀lú ẹ̀. What kind of father is this? What kind of father? Irú bàbá àgbà kò wo leléyìí. Kẹ́yìn máa sọ wípé ẹ sọ pé Naira bully ọmọ yín, so you are leaving Naira Marley, you've washed him of all the things he did to your son because you want to collect royalties, or you are afraid. Wọ́n ní kò sí kú tó bá pàgbà ká má gbọ́ ọkọ lórí ẹ̀ ń bẹ̀ báwo ni Yorùbá ṣe sọ. It's only to ransom on the widow and her son that you have. You don't have balls to speak the truth. You are absolving Naira Marley of the lílù tó lu ọmọ yín lálùbàrà. Ẹ wá ní kó máa ṣàánú yín. Now you and God get am. We go use you do cruise tire. They dey abuse you, say you don't use bola, scatter all your streets. No be me talk am. No be me talk am. I don't like mentioning names of bloggers here. Because me, I'm not fighting any blogger. Every blogger will say as a kojú sí wọn ni. Nǹkan tó kọjú séyàn as 6, ó lè kọjú sẹ́lòmí as 9. So me, I will not use. We don't even do that here. We don't have the time. Kò sáyè. Is either we agree or we don't agree. But to be calling any blogger, for anybody to be dragging a blogger here, no, we are not into that one. Ṣáwọn tó ń sáyè díyàn padà wá máa padà regret ẹ̀ ń sìn. Ń tọ́ ọ. Bàbá, ń tọ́ ọ, òbí, ń tọ́ ọ. Àjàtúká ni tàgbáàrín. Àbòsí tó bá pa àwọn èèyàn pọ̀ lórí nǹkan tí ò right ló máa padà tú wọn ká. Nǹkan tó tú ẹ̀yìn àti gbogbo àwọn tíìmù tẹ̀ ṣe ká. Ẹ wá tún form another group ń sìn wọ́n tún ti ń fúnra wọn lépè lórí TikTok. Ẹ máa wà alright. Thank you so much everybody for joining. It's a lesson we are learning from Baba's story. But it's so unfortunate because every time we remember that guy Mohbad, what he faced is what his wife and child finally faced. And they faced it really bad. Because this man, Baba Mohbad, left them in the mouth of the lion. But you know what? As Baba pushed them into the mouth of the lion, God said, you will not harm these ones. And all glory be to God alone, who is the father of the widows. We cannot say because some of us are not widows, we will now see people victimizing widows and we won't talk. We will talk. We will talk. If you are not happy with it, you want to drop a here, we shall you blocking. Pharaoh, àwọn èèyàn tó lọ́pọlọ là ń fẹ́ ń bí. What is bad is bad. Because some people just derive joy in seeing intentionally being mean to some people, and it's fine in their corner. Don't bring your bad energy here. We don't need it. We shall you blocking. We've taken a stand from the beginning. And that stand we still maintain it till today until a court of competent jurisdiction says Wunmi is the one that killed Mohbad. Then we'll do a show for her. But without that, you're just cracking your teeth. Nothing is going to happen to her and her son. I will not change my words. Inú ẹ̀gún ni màrìwò tí ń ṣọlá, Baba. Your grandson did the first birthday after all the ekpe na shower on him. You don't do second birthday. The boy is healthy. He's fine. He's growing. Some things some pleasures that boy has. Some people who say our father for life safe, they know enjoy him. And you say we should not give glory to God. We'll give him the glory. Because God is obsessed with children. God is obsessed with children because they don't have any leshe. We are quick to dust our passport, run to the UK, run to Canada, run to America, run to Switzerland. Can you do that to children over there? But it's in our own society. And some people say we should not talk. Ọlọ́run máa gbóhùn lẹ́nu yín ni. Ọlọ́run widows. Ó máa gbóhùn lọ́wọ́ anybody tó bá ní ká má sọ̀rọ̀ ká fi support our widows. Enough of this rubbish. Let them breathe. Go on TikTok. Go and see. There are some widows there that are selling their markets and they tell their story. Young ladies with small children. Me, Olóhun àná yín lọ́kọ òun kú. Ọmọ tó bí kúré. Bí ọmọ 2, 3, 4, ọmọ kékèké. And they are saddled with that mental weight to take care of those children alone. And one baba ọkọ eléyìí ṣámúgà kan, a máa stress wọn. Àbí ọkọ eléyìí ṣámúgà kan, a máa stress wọn. If you cannot lift their burden, don't add to it. Leave them alone. Ladies 25, 27, 30, I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. You cannot say because something has not happened to your family members, you cannot have empathy to other people. Come on. Who trained a lot of people? Mo raise àwọn ẹlòmíì gan-an. Ẹ máa mọ̀ pé wọn ò láyọ̀ rárá nílé tó ti tọ́ wọn. Wọn ò láyọ̀. Because tó bá láyọ̀ tó ń tó ẹ nílé ọlá, tó tó ẹ nílé àlàáfíà, tó tó ẹ nínú love. The last thing you want to bring out in public is èpè. Níbo ló ti fẹ́ rí? Ṣé ìwọ tó busy tó make owó? Ìwọ tó busy tó ń jẹ nǹkan tó ń wọ̀n ẹ̀ táwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ ń ṣe oore lójú ẹ̀ ló máa ṣépè fọmọ lọ́mọ. Níbo ló ti ráyè? Ayé wá dà. Ní kọ́lù má ṣe tiẹ̀ lórí platform. If you want to be doing èpè, go, and I normally say it without any fear or favour. Go and take your chairmanship seat in those èpè platform. Go there. You bring it here, we shout you blocking. That's not the energy we want here. And we are quick. We say, America. You like the sanity over there, and you're spoiling the climb of our own setting here. Come on. Baba, I'm a finish a cruise in Toro Mafiton. Gbogbo ìta fi lọ fún vacation for some time. I'm a finish a cruise. I like the fact that this time now, it is for them that they are giving you bag. Feel the taste of the pudding that you gave Wunmi and Liam. There was only few voices spoke for those people. Now you're not crying up and down that your followers are shaping for you. No, ti shape for you, Baba. I'm about to drop on video bit kan tó ti bú yín, a tún máa drop ẹ̀. Ṣé bẹ́ẹ̀ sọ pé ẹ̀sán lórí ni? Ẹlẹ́sàn lórí ni. Ẹ lọ wo yẹ̀yẹ́ yín lórí àwọn platforms tó ń fi ń ṣe yẹ̀yẹ́. Wọ́n ní bàbá tún ti dé, Dáwọ́kú nation. Wọ́n fi yín catch cruise ni. Ẹ lò pẹ̀lú fẹ́ fi wídò ṣẹ̀sín àtọmọ ẹ̀. Tí Wùnmí bá tiẹ̀ ṣẹ̀yìn tẹ́ ẹ̀ láìkẹ̀, èwo ni tọmọ tẹ́ tún jẹ́ tó hán mú ọmọ lọ́mọ. In everything, don't let them pie you, because you don't know the Bible says the heart of man is desperately wicked. But by the number one, the father that betrayed his son in his lifetime and after his demise, you are the number one. You are the number one. So please, for his followers, go there, go and enjoy, go and dawo fun, go and be with, he has Mora. Go and be Morad and drop your pounds, your dollars, your naira, in fact, the millions. Go and drop it in his GoFundMe so that he can go and do the DNA. And he says the day he knows the DNA outcome, he's going to tell us who by Mohbad. So at the fair day, end of the case. Baba ń ṣe test in America, people lọ fẹ́ gbé lọ. Ṣé fẹ́ fly los American baba. Wọ́n ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. Emalo drop specimen in someone. There are some accredited labs that do DNA apart from the general ones. They fly the samples abroad to get it done. But are you not that educated? Or there's no enlightened person around you? Do you think you have to fly to go and do the DNA? Are you kidding me? Don't you know there are a lot of medical tests that are done in some labs in Nigeria, but flown abroad with the samples? You don't know that? Ah, bàbá ẹ má mọ̀. Ọmọ yín Mohbad tí ó lọ university gan, ọmọ yín sọ òyìnbó gidi lẹ́nu. Ọmọ yín nínú rọ̀fọ̀rọ̀fọ̀ tẹ́ fi training, that boy was building himself. Go and check his interviews. Even some graduates cannot speak the way Mohbad spoke. Your child was trying to be a better version of you. But your dysfunctionality never made him stand. When the world was giving him gbasgbos on his ladder of success. Bàbá, bí tó yẹ kẹ́ ti ṣí èrè gangan nìyẹn. Èèyàn á ná kéèyàn tẹ̀ mọ́mọ́ lọ school lásán kọ́mọ wá dé kó lọ́nà òun. Àwọn òbí gidi máa ya wèrè débẹ̀ ni. How much more an adult son? Téèyàn kan wá ná. Ẹ mọ̀ àwọn tálíkà tó lágídí. Agídí wọn tán ti máa lò nìyẹn lórí ọmọ wọn. Ẹ lọ agídí yẹn wá ránṣan mọ́ ìyàwó ọmọ àti kinní. Bàbá, ẹ lọ túbá. I don't know how to say the túbá in English. Go and túbá. Go and ẹ lọ bèèrè lọ́wọ́ àwọn àgbàlagbà. Ẹ lọ túbá o. Ẹ lọ túbá lórí ọlọ́run àwọn ọmọdé. Ìyẹn tí ẹ ló dùn mí jù. Kẹtù wá lọ túbá lórí ọlọ́run àwọn opó. Tọ́lọ́run bá release yín ṣìkèná. Bí ò bá release yín ẹ jẹ dẹ́ndẹ́ ìyà. Ẹ̀sìn tẹ́ tí ń ṣe yìí is not stopping anytime soon because your followers now they are doing show back to back for you on TikTok. Even we cannot even catch up with all the shows. But tá bá ti múnú wọn, tá bá ti gbọ́ nǹkan sọ, àfi wá fún yín jẹ. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Thank you for joining Madam Afolake Alao, Madam Kemo Blonsky. Thank you so much for your contribution and your comments. I will keep you updated as the case keeps going on. It's been a while and a lot have happened, but if you've missed all the interviews that VDM did, please go and watch. We've not had time to analyze those ones. We just speak from it sometimes to do discussions. Catch up on those ones and let's learn. Like everything that comes online that we decide to talk about, what is the learning curve? What have you learned from this story? What kind of parents are we to our own children? How are we nurturing our children? And when you're talking in one room, someone was successful. Someone was successful. Let me take one room, not it all. Ó ti ralé, ó ti kọ́lé oríṣiríṣi, ó ti travel, ó ti bímọ, ó ti gba passport àwọn ìlú fáwọn ọmọdé, ó ń ṣayé ẹ̀. If you are poor, it is not a crime. But you know what destroys most? The poverty mindset. Whoever has the poverty mindset, it is sá if you're close to somebody who has a poverty mindset, if the person sees you wear a new clothes today, bó ṣe máa ya aṣọ ẹ̀ lára ẹ̀ tó máa lára ẹ̀ ló máa wá. Some people are poor, like I said, but they don't have poverty mindset. They will admire you in what you are wearing, and they will tell them, one day I want to be successful enough to be able to buy these things for myself. And they will be, you know, máa fa jíǹjà fún wọn táwọn náà máa hustle. But ṣe ráwọn ní poverty mindset bàbá Mohbad yìí. Tó gba frame ọmọ wọn padà. Talk about go, I've collected my glory back from Mohbad. How dare you, Baba? What kind of father are you? What kind of father will say you've collected your glory back from your son? A war. Àwọn kan wá fọwọ́ ra yín lórí. My people, we'll see tomorrow. Have a lovely, lovely, lovely night. Good night.